Whew. Having a great time out here. This video is going to be a little bit different. Usually I reserve my debut run, kind of first impressions, thoughts in shoe or gear for my members of the channel. So if you're new here, please consider subscribing. If you're already subscribed, thank you so much, and consider joining the channel membership. You'll get exclusive videos similar to this one where I do debut runs in various shoes or other gear. I've got a whole bunch already on the channel, so definitely go check those out. Become a member and go check those out. But today, this is my debut run in the Altra Timp 5. So I won't get too heavy into the specs and overall performance or particulars of the shoe, but I will tell you my initial thoughts. Videos like these are usually a little bit more raw, and I'm not going to show quite as much B-roll of the shoe, but still, hopefully you find this informative and useful. Well, let's continue on with this run for a bit here and enjoy this fresh snow. Always got to come back for the camera. So again, this isn't my full performance review of the Timp 5. That will be after about 50 miles or so. I'd like to get at least one good long run, a 20-mile run in the Altra Timp 5s, and I'm starting to breathe hard going up this hill. Let's walk it out for a minute. So I'm about mile 7 of 11 on today's run. Really enjoying myself out here, and the Timp 5s are doing a pretty good job. My initial impressions on the shoe are that the outsole is really good. That Vibram Mega Grip doing its thing. I forget what the lug depth is. I'll put that on the screen now, but seems to be doing a pretty good job out here on this single track and in the snow and in the rocks. Show you a little bit of shot from that outsole. I love the bright color of that lime color with the pinkish outsole and those blue colors as well. Really cool, fun color shoe. Really nailed it out of the park on this one, Altra. That Ego Max midsole feels pretty good as well. Of course, this shoe is a zero drop, meaning that midsole foam stack is the same height in the heel as it is in the toes, but provides enough cushioning underfoot that it feels initially pretty good. It'll be interesting to see how this shoe feels long term, you know, even after 100 or 200 miles. We'll see how that midsole holds up, if it stays bouncy and cushioned or if it starts to go flat after a while. But right now, it feels pretty good. Seems to be pretty protective underfoot despite the sharp rocks that are often found on these trails. So no complaints there. The upper is pretty nice, pretty comfortable. Although, just noted, for an Altra, I would have expected a little bit more room in the toe box for your toes to kind of splay out. It's a little bit more of a narrow fit than I was anticipating. That's not necessarily a bad thing, but just noted. The heel seems to be doing a good job. It's pretty comfortable. There's some nice padding back there. It is interesting on the tongue and the laces. I'll show you. So there's a gap right here in the lacing because of these straps here on the side. So what's interesting is a lot of people's feet, there's that bone across the top of your foot, and on some people it protrudes out just a little bit more. On my right foot, for example, that bone comes up just a tiny bit more than on my left. And sometimes I can feel the laces kind of digging in to that area of my foot. Well, because of this gap right here in the lacing, that's right where that bone would be. So it's actually pretty comfortable because of that. Now, I feel like I'm trying to still dial in the fit on this shoe. It feels kind of like the tongue isn't quite wide enough. I mean, it's padded and adequate and not uncomfortable, but it's just kind of something that's noted. So if that tongue were just a little bit wider to kind of cover across the top of your foot a little bit more, I think that might be one area of potential improvement. And like I said, I'm still trying to dial in that fit with the lacing. At first I thought it was too tight. Now they feel almost too loose. So just gotta dial that in a little bit. The tongue is gusseted, although it's not really functional as a gusseted tongue. There's these pieces of fabric on both sides of the tongue here that just kind of fold in on itself and aren't really holding the tongue in place or preventing it from moving just because there's too much excess fabric there. So kind of a weird design choice. I'm not sure why they did that, but it is what it is. It's not uncomfortable, just observed. The upper material seems to be pretty durable. Just initial feeling it. I don't think there'll be any quality issues. We will see in my more long-term view. I'll cover things like the build and the comfort of the shoe in quite a bit more detail, as well as the overall performance and the value of the shoe. Look forward to my full review. Again, I'll go into way more detail on how this shoe has performed and how it might do for you. But debut run, initial thoughts or impressions of the shoe are positive. This is a pretty fun shoe to run in. I think Altra did a really good job overall. Certainly did a great job with the design of the shoe. It looks cool, and we know if you look cool, then you are cool. Is that what they say? No, I don't think that's what anybody says. I am excited to put some more miles in this shoe. I'm looking forward to getting my full review out there for all of you. So let me know what you think of the Altra Timp 5. I think it's probably a significant improvement over the past Timp versions. But let me know your thoughts. Drop a comment down below. Let me know, is this a shoe you're eyeing, you're thinking about getting? Do you have the Timp 5? And how has it been for you? Let me know down in the comments. All right, we're gonna go continue on this run. Only have about 3 miles left. And again, just really enjoying my time out here today. Remember to subscribe. Consider joining the channel membership. You'll get a lot more exclusive videos similar to this, where it's my debut run and I talk about the shoe. And of course, I'll have my full review out in time, and many more full shoe and other gear reviews. Hydration packs, shoes, trail shoes, road shoes. I've got more shoes from Altra to review, from Topo, from Under Armour, possibly Puma, New Balance, Solomon, and gear from Mammut, Ultimate Direction, and more. So stay tuned for all of that. Okay, I'm starting to ramble, I think. I'm having a great old time in the Altra Timp 5 trail shoe. All right, remember to be consistent, express gratitude, and enjoy every mile as I am today. See you on the next video. Bye. Whew. It's really rocky there.